What's up guys, this is Void of Dust Gaming, your channel for fresh Arena of Valor content. And today, after nearly a year, I've got another real Murad video for you. The last time I played him was this year in the Supremacy Blitz, but this was some kind of Imber mode. Therefore, all the Murad fans out there had to wait quite a while. And I was playing him in a 5v5 casual mode. And special about this is that I was able to get the Bleach skin via the Great Deals section, the Byakuya Kuchiki skin. I'm not really that familiar with Bleach, but I've watched a video where he was truly outstanding, and as I just got the skin, I wanted to showcase this in one of my videos, and I think it's going to be quite fun. So let's start off with the build, because that is the stuff that most of you guys are paying the attention to equipment-wise, as I'm playing him in the jungle and we want to focus on the tech speed to get our ultimate as quickly as possible. You can see that I built the Soul Reaver and the attack boots in the first two slots. Then I'm going with Rank Breaker. Next item will be Omni Arms, and I've got Fenrir's Blade, Fenrir's Tooth, and I've got Arctic Orb, which I'm going to switch out for Blade of Eternity later on, as the game is going to continue. Arcana wise, I set something up which is basically my damage build. As you can see, it's plain simple: attack damage, physical armor penetration, and movement speed. And that comes from 10 times Berserker, level 3 of course, 10 times Assassin, and we've got Dragoon 10 times here in this build as well. As we want to focus on getting into the game as quickly as possible if we are defeated, I decided to go with Enigma and the Rewind enchantment. Then we are going with Evanescence and of course Gunslinger. Evanescence is actually a really good skill in terms of the enchantments, because you might just end up under the tower if you are continuing your combo, and therefore this is going to be 1 or at least 2 seconds of invulnerability, and therefore it's good for this build, just to shut you down from enemy damage. And then I'm continuing my build with Axe of Sacrifice, and I'm going with Lockheim here with Hellfire to increase our damage, because we build more sorts of utility in the enchantment section. So be prepared for the upcoming gameplay. If you like this kind of content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Activate the notification bell. It's completely free of charge. You can just do that and you will be informed every single time I upload a video. So you are going to be updated in the best fashion possible. And of course, if you've got something to say about the status of the game, Murad, Bleach skins and sorts like that, just use the comment section below this video to share your thoughts with me. I'm always interested in what you guys think about the games and videos that I post on this YouTube channel. So let's get started with the gameplay. Welcome to Arena of Valor and my Murad jungle video with the Bleach skin. I was really excited to play this thing because I actually spent some vouchers on it. If you are watching this video, it will be published on the 27th of March. You still will have 2 days to get this skin if you really liked it. It's something that you can achieve or acquire via the Great Deals. That means you have to spend vouchers, and there is no guarantee that you will get it in the first couple of turns. Good thing about the Great Deals is that you will get it for sure if you spend enough vouchers. So it's not super gacha, but it's still gacha because it's kind of unknown how fast you are going to get the skin. If you are interested in how fast I got it, visit my Instagram channel, because I posted both the stats that I got the skin, as well as how many attempts I needed to try before I got it. I think there were 3 or 4 tries left, and all in all I spent around 3,000 vouchers or something on that. If you are interested in the pure numbers, I think that is a solid piece of advice here. So it's going to take you something, but I guess if you are a Bleach fan and if you like this character, the Byakuya, then I think it might just be worth your money. if you are not a Bleach fan, it might just not be worth the vouchers, and you're going to spend it for either skins you really like or something else, if that is your cash. I got the vouchers, I had them left over, so I was participating in this kind of draw, and I think it was completely fine because I actually really like that skin. Unfortunately, I already have the cosmic skin, the blue one, but I think this skin looks actually really nice. I just watched a video where Byakuya was fighting some crazy guy with eyes, and he was about to control his legs and stuff like that, and this kind of bladed theme, when you are activating your second ability, it seems to fit the Bleach universe quite nicely. So I guess if you are a Bleach fan, there is no way around it if you like this kind of playstyle and the hero. If not, I think this is not something that you're going to use at all, but this doesn't really matter because it's your personal preference if you're going to buy things or not. In terms of how the skin feels, I think it actually blends in quite nicely into this kind of assassin theme. You have new particle effects, both on your normal attacks, where you are going to have some kind of electrocute on your I think third or fourth consecutive attack, and you're going to have special effects when you are activating your abilities. For example, as you can see, your S2 is creating this kind of blade wall, and that is what this character uses in Bleach. So I think it's working really nice with that kind of Bleach theme. He runs like a normal anime character in most of the games, just having his hands to his back. And yeah, I would say this skin is actually quite beautiful, and it works well with Murad's performance. So you are an assassin, you've got the blades, and everything works out fine if you are going to take the skin. If you don't dare to use money on that, you're still fine because there are plenty of other Murad skins. Most of them are actually not really that expensive. I think the Starfall Cosmic one is the most expensive one if you are taking Murad, and you don't have to buy these kind of skins because they don't make anything better. You will just get a little bit more experience, a little bit more gold, but you can also use one of the cheaper ones if you like Murad. I mean, he's not really that powerful in the game right now, so it was just the icing on the cake that I was able to field this character with that skin. But normally I'm not really a fan of his anymore. I was really fond of him when I started playing Arena of Valor and I started my YouTube channel, but lately there have been a lot better jungle characters in the game. But I think a good skin can actually just boost the motivation to play something, and it worked quite well when I was playing this game yesterday on the 23rd of March. So the skin, all in all, I think blends in quite nicely, as I already said. It does make sense, so if you want to get it, you can get it for 2 days, and then it's going to be gone until the collaboration is going to be reinstalled again. I mean, they have done it before and they might do it again, but if you are really one of those Bleach lovers, you might just need to be quick in order to get it. And yeah, the blade looks nice, the effects look really nice. I love this kind of blade wall that the game is throwing around, so I'm a big fan of this. And in comparison to the other skins that I have already been showing on this channel, it was Annette, we've got Lindis, and we've got Ichigo, which were the basically the free skins or the cheaper ones. Ichigo was to buy for real money or vouchers instead. It was like a tenner or something, like 10 euros. I think this skin really shines because you get a little bit more from it. You've got the Japanese voice lines, which is actually quite nice. I kind of love when they do this whole package. So it's not only a new costume, it's not only some new effects on just one skill, but it's the complete package. You get a new voice line, you've got new particle effects, and it kind of, it just feels more natural to get something instead of just get pieces of it. So in comparison to other skins that you get from Murad, it's not only some cosmetic appearance that's going to be changed, but you get this kind of feeling where you are actually becoming this Bleach character. And I think it's hard to tell if it's worth the money, because it basically depends on how much money you have. Like, if you don't have any money to spare, this is of course a really expensive investment. But if you've got the money to spare, if you are a Bleach fan, if you're really obsessed with the series, then this is going to be something huge. If not, I would say just leave it as it is, leave it be, and everything is going to be good, because you can still play Murad to his full extent without that skin. That's my personal opinion, that's my personal preference. If you don't need it, don't buy it. If you've got vouchers to spare and you are a Bleach fan, even if you're not a Bleach fan, I think the whole package is actually really nice. And 3,000 vouchers, that's something that you can spend on if you want to, but it's not as gacha as the Bright skin. So that's my complete verdict on this. And I'm not going to stress it any further, because now we should focus on the game. So, game was actually going quite well, but I think this was more sorts of a bot game. I was a little bit confused, because after I finished the game, I got this message from one of my competitors who liked me. I don't know if bots do something like that, but it was actually feeling a lot like a bot game, and I think that is well suited for Murad, because as I said, he's not really one of the top junglers at the moment. His kit is a little bit outdated. I mean, yes, they have tried to get him back in line again, make him a little bit better, because they changed the seconds how long your ultimate is available. They changed some of the bug fixes with the S2, so if you are entering that circle of the S2, you are going to be stunned or slowed. But I think it's not really getting Murad to the place where he would need to be if he would contest for top jungler. And that's really sad, because I like the concept about him, but I see most of the players just play him as this assassin who's going to take some of the minion creeps next to the mid lane, and then as soon as they got this, they are going to jump into the fight, and then they're going to do things, and then they're going to retreat, and it's not really being that helpful. So in this case, unfortunately, of course, I was suppressed by Aram. I was doing a little bit better at the beginning of the game. Through the mid sequence of the game, I was not really paying that much of attention, and I was being a little bit lazy. Don't know where this comes from, but I think because I played the game a little bit late yesterday, I was a little bit tired. Sometimes things like that do happen. Tara was actually doing a really good job here, even if it is some sort of bot game. But we are here to check out how strong Murad is at the moment. And if he is not doing that great in a bot game, how is this going to be in a real game with real challenges, with real enemy heroes, and with real dangerous threats? I mean, Enzo in the enemy jungle, that's a complete joke. Enzo is a hero that you don't take at all. He's bad in the jungle, he's bad outside of the jungle, and he is a character that you should just leave aside if that is possible. Got a kill here. I mean, Slims was doing a really bad job in this scenario, but we were still forcing onto the Nexus. I mean, this is a casual game, so not really that important, but of course you want to win it for your win rate. Do get another kill here, so 7 kills are already on my mark, which is nice, but I think the 3 deaths are just a little bit on the downside. That could have been a lot better. But with the whole attack speed increases, I actually had the feeling that Murad was doing a little bit better because his ultimate was just more available throughout the game. I can't fight that dragon on my own, which is a bummer, but I was rather focusing on getting the towers. Now I need to make way. I don't want to get caught by Aram. She's going to catch me in her ult. I don't want that to happen. I'm going to get farm again to build up my items, and I was just waiting for this very final blow where we would be actually able to end the game for good, and we are about to set up everything. So this is Arctic Orb. That's my last item in my final build. As I said, I'm going to switch it out if it is needed. There's just one tower here in the mid lane, and I just realized that it's a little bit difficult to get into the range with Murad if you don't have any sorts of team approach. So if your team is not making some kind of passage for you, you are an assassin, so you're not fighting in the front line. So it's quite important that your team is actually making room for you, poking enemies, separating enemies, and then that's your time to shine, where you can actually get into the game and fight them. So 23 versus 21. I don't know if this is really, if those are bots or just players with not really that much experience. I checked the profiles afterwards, and it said around 200 games per person. I don't know what this is going to tell me about the status of the game, because I've had a lot of these sorts of games lately when I was playing against players with not so many battles at all. They just killed me. I mean, that was completely my team's fault. Aaron was able to ult me here, and if my team would not have fought her, and of course there was the tower, but they also attacked Aaron when she was ulting me, and that completely nullified my health. So we've got 14 minutes played. As you can see, we are on the final approach. There's not really that much that we need to do against it, and as I said, things are looking good. 11,000 gold here. I don't even know what Enzo is doing in that game. That champion is completely useless. So Slims is killed. Lumbo was killed. Tara does what Tara does. She was basically my backup. Like, I knew from this moment on, I knew that I've got one single chance. I need to stick with Tara. I need to check out what she is doing, help her out, and after I got some farm, kind of group with her, and then I would be able to make the game. If not, I think we would lose the game. So this was kind of my game plan. Stick with Tara, fight with her, and if she's going to make a play, support her with every piece of skills that I do have, because as you can see, Isha is just being torn apart at the core. Unfortunately, Aram has a lot of health. I attacked Aram while she was ulting Tara with 2 auto attacks, so that was a real shame. Didn't hold myself back. Of course, I should do not attack Aram at all. And now as I saw that Tara was making way towards the tower, I was just getting some farm to switch out the items if necessary, and now is the time to shine and get into the tower. But of course, because the enemies are basically staying under tower, there's not that much that I can do against it. So we are taking another route, ulting in, not dealing that much damage, but I was dividing my attacks on too many enemies. So there's Zuka. We got another tower. Unfortunately, there was the error mistake again. I tried to get myself in the Frost Orb. Unfortunately, I was a little bit too slow or dazed or whatever. So that didn't work. My team gets wiped here. The only person standing is, of course, Tara. As I said, she is the one that we need to support. Now I built the Blade of Eternity. I immediately got it. And this is basically the last attempt. Still the gold lead, which is actually quite nice. Didn't farm that crazily, but I've got 30 stacks quite early in the game, so that's going to be good. And now we've got the possibility to take either Darkslayer or just get one good team fight, and then we can end the game. So this was like the main focus. I was focusing on supporting Tara, win a team fight, defeat 2 or 3 enemies, and that would be game. And yeah, that was about it. I don't know what this Enzo is doing. So I got the kill. Our 2 tanks are leading the approach, and as the enemies are splitting up, it is an, yeah, I would say rather easy task. We just need the backup from the minions. Now we're standing next to the core. There's Zuka, but he's just a little bit too squishy to take a fight. Furball comes in, but this is going to be game, and here we go. Finally we won. Thanks. 20 minutes played, but this is going to be the end of it. Victory! Tara is the MVP. I think well deserved. Well played, Tara. If you're going to see this, that was a really nice game. Thanks for playing with me. I'm the second best player here, and as you can see, I've got really nice damage. Participation was the best, and I think that was a nice showcase for Murad. Unfortunately, the players that we were fighting against weren't the best, but it doesn't really matter because you got a good impression on how nicely that new Bleach skin is, or that new old Bleach skin is, and it might just be one of your decisions to take it or not. So thanks for watching, and yeah, see you in 2 days with another video. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.